Well, welcome to the Rotax technical support. With me is Darrell Smith from BRP-Rotax with terms of customer support and R&D. And Darrell is one of the guys that featured in the Rotax Grand Final sort of like clips. So we wanted to give you a bit of something, a bit more of a technical support insight. So Darrell, we're going to talk centrifugal clutches now. There are two different types. There's a dry and a wet centrifugal clutch. Can you just take us through the differences between the two? Now we've got them actually sitting here on the main support terminal here. But if you want to go through first of all what the standard dry clutch.
Yep. So this is what you would use on anywhere from a micro max, mini max, junior and a senior max engine. So it's a dry clutch.
So basically you've got so this is like basically, so you've got the main cover, you've also got the pressure plate here as well, which quite simply just fits in, and it's normally, is this on the right hand side of the rear axle, is it?
This one, just on your engine, just directly on the engine, and obviously the chain goes through. We don't have on this cover at the moment the sprocket, but the front sprocket is normally in place. The clutch itself at a certain RPM opens up and engages with the outer drum, and that's your drive with the sprocket on the outside. So that's the dry clutch on those particular.
And then we go to the wet clutch. This is a bit of a different application. There is a thicker pressure plate, but then you've also got the sprocket here, but this is encased in the gearbox.
So this is on the DD2 engine. Once again, certain RPM it opens up, it engages with the external cover, if you want to call that, or the outer gear on the DD2, but because it's encased within the gearbox, it's running in oil, and a certain amount of oil is going to be within that as well. And as you can imagine, a bit of oil is a bit of slippage here as well. So it's a different concept. We actually have a drive coupling on the axle compared to the senior max and the junior and the micro and mini. But that's the operation.
And what sort of RPM do they sort of start to open up to? Because obviously the Rotax 125 max engines do rev quite high, and obviously gives that nice Rotax roar that we hear weekend in, weekend out throughout the world, and also of course with the upcoming grand finals later on in October this year.
Now we're sort of looking at around about 2,800 RPM, so it's quite low on the clutch. And you know, if you have a slipping clutch, it's obviously going to be a little bit more, which we don't want to have.
And sort of like in terms of like the what's the red line in sort of applications for the Rotax 125 max engines?
You mean the top RPM? Or
so when they're sort of like literally, let's take for instance DD2. So obviously they've got a paddle shift operation behind the steering wheel, unlike a shift that you see on a lot of other different categories, KZ for instance, and KZ2. But what are the sort of like the higher RPM sort of limits that drivers might be hitting when they're getting close to changing gears?
On the DD2, for example, you know, depends on the driver, but you want to use the torque of the engine more so you can change a little bit earlier. So by the time you actually engage and change gear, you select, it might be up around say 10,000 RPM. By the time you select in the second gear, it'll drop down and go back up anywhere up to 13,500, 14,000 RPM.
And that's even more than a Formula 1 engine with the hybrid powertrains they run at the moment. So they're running at about between 10 to 11,000 RPM, but a Rotax engine can rev up to, like you say, 13 to 14,000.
14,000 on the DD2. You know, on the senior max, you can get it up to 15,000 RPM.
Right. Well, Darrell, thank you very much for your time. That's it for technical talk here at the Euro Trophy. So, Darrell, we look forward to seeing you in Christiansted in a very few weeks.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys.